This old man is known as an American restaurant legend who, at the age of 52, founded the world-famous McDonald's restaurant. But who would have thought that he was not the one who really created the McDonald's brand, but the two unassuming brothers, Mike and Dick McDonald. When McDonald's was first established, it was like a traditional restaurant. Not only did it take a long time to deliver, but it also often delivered the wrong food and was very expensive to run. Gradually, the restaurant became increasingly unsustainable, but they found that only 3 of the restaurant's 20 different dishes, which sold best, were burgers, fries and soft drinks. So they decisively removed all the dishes and kept only these 3. In order to get the food out quickly, they eliminated plates and cutlery and used disposable packaging. However, the traditional cooking utensils were still limited and they were still not able to deliver the food as fast as they had hoped. They simply closed the restaurant and started the distribution again. In order to achieve the desired speed, the brothers drew up a 3-day blueprint on the basketball court, redesigned the cooking utensils and the meal preparation process, and then took the staff through a mock exercise. After revising and rehearsing the process time and time again, the desired result was finally achieved after 6 months. It took less than 30 seconds from ordering to picking up food, completely overturning all perceptions of traditional restaurants. But little did they know that the fast food reform they had engineered would be taken away from them by a man called Ray Kroc, who got the McDonald's franchise and mortgaged his house to open his first McDonald's restaurant. He was also personally in the back of the house to guide and strictly control every process, just like the McDonald brothers. The man who fried the meatloaf would also become the CEO of McDonald's afterwards. Because of the popularity with customers, Ray decided to continue to expand. At a cocktail party, he met some wealthy people who, upon hearing about his restaurant concept and processes, soon offered to join. Thus began the rapid expansion of McDonald's restaurants, but it was not long before Ray realized that these wealthy people had joined McDonald's and were just opening and collecting money with no attention to management, resulting in a serious decline in product quality. He was so angry that he took a substandard burger to the rich people and offered to terminate the contract on the spot. He knew that if things went on like this, the McDonald's brand would definitely be ruined by these people. Until that night, a young man came to his company seeking employment. It was then that Ray realized that only a commoner would put his heart and soul into everything he did in order to change his life. And it was these types of people that McDonald's needed to run its business. Someone else has reversed course and released the franchise to these people. And just as he thought, these people kept a tight rein on the quality and management of the product for the sake of the restaurant business, and each restaurant was inundated with customers. From then on, Ray went around speaking to attract these civilians to join him, opening McDonald's outlets one after another in the United States. As the shops expanded rapidly, Ray became a big, glamorous business owner. But he soon realized that, although he was opening more and more shops, he was also under increasing financial pressure, as he could not see any return on his money for a while. Seeing that his capital chain was about to break, he called the McDonald brothers and asked for more shares to sustain the expansion of the shop, but they decisively refused. They said that everything was stated in the contract and that they could not break it. Ray immediately felt that if he worked harder, he would only be working for them and they would eventually make all the money. But now the money chain was about to break and he had to settle the matter first. When he returned home, his wife had just received a debt collection call from the bank and learned that her husband had mortgaged the house behind her back, but instead of comforting him, she kept questioning her. The next day, Ray went to the bank to ask for an extension, but was ruthlessly refused by the bank manager. Ray is furious and walks out of the bank when a young man calls out to him from behind. Little does he know yet that this man will not only change his fate, but will also be the key to McDonald's becoming a fast food empire.